Hafaday, I'm Marie Calvo-Monge, Chief Operating Officer and Executive Producer of KUAM LLC. We are Guam's premier media group with 2 radio stations and 2 television stations, plus digital media and social networks. We have over 50 employees with many different job descriptions who all work to keep you informed and entertained. So let's meet some of them.
My name is Jason Salas, and I am in charge of interactive systems here, and I'm also one of the news anchors. So it's a really fun mix, and my day is never boring because there's always something to do, and there's always new and different ways that we can try and use technology, like this thing on my face, and use wearable technology and mobile technology and streaming and all sorts of different media formats and systems to try and figure out all of the stories that we're gathering and curating, and figure out all of that information and put it into a nicely packaged stream and then send it out to you over various media channels electronically, and hopefully get it to you as fast as possible and in a way that's extremely convenient.
My name is Mike Villagomez, and I'm a photographer at KUAM. A lot of my duties consist of shooting commercials and operating the newscasts. For someone who wants to get into this business, I think you have to get into your head that you want to work hard and you want to be the best that you want to be, and keep an open mind. Part of what I do is I work on a show called In the Mix, and aside from shooting commercials, I put this show together along with Joan Nuggan-Charfris, and she actually writes and produces the show, and I'm the photographer, part of a team of photographers that shoot the stories to the show. And what I do basically is assemble the show together. So depending on what our workload is, like I get a rundown from Joan, and she basically tells me what's the show gonna consist of, and I edit the stories that she puts together.
I'm Robert Clark. I'm the chief engineer for KUAM Pacific Telestations. We do everything from fix toilets to repair printers to, all that IT stuff that maybe your IT person would do. But we also have transmitter sites to take care of, where the antennas are in remote locations where we have to travel to sometimes. All the broadcast stuff that happens, all the production stuff that happens every day, day in and day out in the studio. We have to support the workflow, make sure that nothing's broken. Where they make the television, they make the radio, all of that stuff. We fix things all the time. Broadcasting as we know it is becoming more and more an information technology career, more than it was a broadcast career in the past. So a lot more things are moving towards information technology. So if you're studying about computers, if you're studying about other things and you want to get involved in creative, event technology, sound lighting, audio visual, it's a great and very rewarding career, especially when you get to work with creative professionals and people who really put things together and make something meaningful out of it.
I'm Colin Kirk. I'm a photog rover. Basically, I cam the news. I go on location to film different public individuals, or if there's something going on that's like important in society, we'll go and we'll report on it so that the public can know what's going on. Advice, I would say just, get out there and start filming stuff on your own. Get a profile together and a portfolio together, and put it out there so you can show people what you got.
My name is Dave Delgado. I'm the sports director here at KUAM. Basically what I do is I keep in touch with a lot of the athletic directors at schools, a lot of the coaches, and a lot of the sports organizations here on island to stay in tune with what's going on as far as local sports, high school sports, at the youth level and as well as the adult level. Just give them coverage, record videos, and report on everything that goes on here locally as far as sports is concerned. I think the most rewarding thing is watching the kids grow and mature as athletes, seeing them progress in each individual sport, and just talking to parents and seeing their parents happy to watch their kids be on TV. And I always tell everybody it's because of the athletes that I do have a job, and it's them that I'm reporting on, not more or less for the public to know about what's going on, but just giving the kids their time to shine as far as sports on island.
Hi, my name is Christy St. Augustine, and I am the office manager, program director, and a part-time media consultant. For the office manager, I kind of oversee the office, making sure that we have supplies stocked up, that anything that anybody needs, I'm kind of there to go, their person. For programming, I do our schedules for channels 8 and 11, NBC and CBS. And then for media consultant, I sell advertising for both stations, or all our stations actually, and for the mostly for the government agencies. Basically, you have to be a team player, not shy, and just outgoing and be yourself.
Day, my name is Mike Taitano. I'm sales here at KUAM. I'm an account executive, basically take care of clients. Some of my duties here with KUAM is, of course, sales. I handle sales. Of course, the client will come to me and want to schedule a new promo that they're going through having, and I go ahead and schedule that. And then I go and approach new clients to help them advertise and get their company up and running. Advertising is definitely important. For a good example, McDonald's is a billion-dollar company, and they so advertise, and advertising is a way for them to put out their new promos, their new specials that are coming up, and it makes everyone aware of the cool new things that's happening.
My name is Ken Conception. On-air name is JC. I'm with Jesselon on the bus. I'm the on-air producer for him in the mornings. And boy, I'm enjoying my job. I love it. It's great. This is a very, very special type of career to get into. It's very, very exciting, and you never do the same thing twice. From news to on-air producing to just the basic talent that you will probably need to pull this through. It's a very, very exciting career. You turn on the radio, you listen to music, you listen to the news, stuff like that. Perseverance, practice, look at all aspects of a career or the type of field that you're interested in, and that will lead you through. But the most important thing is perseverance, and keep trying, don't give up.
My name is Jamil Justice, and I'm the creative director here at Pacific Telestations LLC. This is one of the tasks that I do throughout the course of a week, which is basically just localization of network spots. Technical knowledge is key. It's a necessity in a broadcast sense. It's more important to have a firm grasp on the basics of design as a visual artist than anything else.
Oh, hi. My name is Victorious Flan. Everybody knows me as Victorious. I do the weekends, and I also do the Darkness show during the nighttime. And pretty much what I do is just hang out here in the studio and play good music for the people of Guam. If you're into the entertainment business, you have to, just basically don't be shy. Just always be out there. Just be a people person, and always just try to. Whatever you do is just try to keep people happy, and I think that's pretty much what the entertainment business is all about.
I'm Crystal Paco. I'm a news reporter and weekend news anchor for KUAM. As a reporter, my job is to keep up with my beats, and basically that's kind of like a reporter's specialty. Like, I now cover cops and court and crime, so I make sure that I cover all the stories that are relative to that subject area. And then my job, I go on the field with the cameraman every day. We collect the stories, collect the interviews, the pictures, the B-roll, and then we come back to the station around 3:30 and we write everything up for crunch hour. It's not when you do crunches, but it's when you kind of hustle to write all your stories to meet your 4:30 deadline. And you write it up, you voice it, you give it to your editor, you talk with the editor, who's also your photographer, your cameraman, about what it should look like. Make sure that the video matches the audio, and you submit it, and then you kind of prepare for the next day. And you also keep tabs on your competitors to ensure that we have all the stories and more if we can. If you want to pursue a career in news, I suggest you watch the news. It's something, even just watching the internet, there's a lot of news on the internet. Your Facebook feed is always overflowing with news. To keep up with the news, to read a lot, it helps. If you're a good reader, you're more likely to be a better writer. And I think if you can communicate effectively in any way, you're golden for any kind of job you want.
Day, I'm Kevin Youngaro. I'm Master Control at KUAM. My job here entails me making sure your favorite shows start and end on time. I'm the guy who puts all the commercials in, and I air the news and live sports like March Madness. We play the commercials and make sure everything's smooth here. We get our shows that we air, such as The Voice, Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon. We get our recordings from the mainland. We have to hit record at a certain time when they send it to us. We edit the video and we put it out to air. It's very rewarding in that get to watch our favorite shows, such as The Voice and Survivor, and also get a lot of gained experience working editing video here, and all the friendly faces here at KUAM.
Hi everybody, I'm Sabrina Salas-Mazzanani. I'm the news director here at KUAM News. I anchor the 6 o'clock news primetime. I also do radio news on I-94 and ISLA 63, as well as I oversee the news that you see on television, news, and on KUAM.com and our social media outlets. Every day here at KUAM is different for me. I come in at 8 o'clock in the morning, and immediately I start preparing our radio newscasts that run on I-94 and ISLA 63 AM. From there, I start going through press releases and emails that I get every day, which are hundreds, from various different people who want coverage of issues that are going on Guam. From there, I go into what's called our assignment desk. And I'll start assigning reporters stories that they'll need to cover throughout the day. And so they come in and they get their assignments, they go out in the field, they come back in. While they're out in the field, I'll start working on our 6 o'clock newscast, and I'll start setting up the show in the order that, I think people are going to, in the order of the most important stories. So of course the most important story, well, for today would be this Cessna that went down in Malolo. And thankfully nobody was injured, but it was still a very big story. And we covered that on TV, and we covered on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So that is pretty much what I do during the day, set up the newscast, and then at around 5:45, I start preparing news for the following morning on our radio stations. And then I get ready to do the 6 o'clock news. I think for anybody that's interested in broadcast journalism, you really need to stay abreast of current events, because that'll help you in the long run. Also, what I used to do when I was in school, and this may sound really funny, is I would watch the news and I would mimic the anchors when they're reading the news. So my parents thought I was crazy, but I used to do that all the time. I'd also read the newspaper, and I'd do the same thing. But that's what you should do. You should watch the news. You should pay attention to what's going on in the community and read the newspaper.